If the Israeli government wanted to, couldn't they just give fuel directly to the Gazan citizens and the hospitals and such? And you could cut out Hamas as the middleman, prevent them from getting the fuel.
Hospitals in Gaza are running dangerously low on fuel. Multiple officials familiar with this conflict tell NBC News in a new report that Hamas is hoarding, get this, more than 200,000 gallons of fuel for its rockets and its underground tunnel ventilation and electricity. We're joined tonight here on Top Story by the reporter who broke that news, NBC News Investigations Unit senior producer Anna Schechter. Anna, it's a stunning headline. Tell us what you learned from your sources.
Wait a minute, they're giving rocket fuel to Hamas and stuff? Like, because I know the fuel that Hamas use for their rockets is solid propellant made from sugar and potassium nitrate. So why would gasoline be, why would they want gasoline for their rockets?
Hey, Tom, thanks for having me. Well, multiple sources in the U.S. and in Israel, they have looked at all the intelligence. There's a plethora of intelligence, and 200,000 gallons at least is stored by Hamas. So you saw Ghazi Hamid talking about the Gazan people, but really what Hamas is doing is they take the fuel for themselves and for their war effort. And what I found really interesting about reporting this story is that during Hamas's negotiations with Qatar and the U.S., where they were trying to get Hamas to open the Rafah gate and let people out, fuel was central to the demands that were just unmeetable by Israel because they know they're going to use it to fuel the war machine. So that was fascinating. And it even came into play during the negotiations to free the hostages as well. Fuel is central, and Hamas wants more fuel. And meanwhile, the Gazan population are suffering. We've seen such horrific images, and the hospitals are about to run out.
It's terrible, and I want to point our
I mean, honestly, the Israeli government isn't really doing much to prevent the suffering of Palestinian civilians when they're, airstriking refugee camps all over the place and hospitals and stuff.
Our viewers to another headline from NBCnews.com because it speaks to this. Look at this. 2 hospitals in Gaza have run out of fuel, the health ministry says. So this is Hamas saying this. 2 hospitals in Gaza have run out of fuel, and yet your reporting is that they have 200,000 gallons. Has Hamas reacted to your story? Because I know your story has sort of gone viral. It's all over the internet. People are talking about this. But is Hamas saying anything?
Not about this specific story, but what leaders of Hamas have said publicly, similar to what we saw on Lebanese TV, is that the Gazan population, UN, and even Israel as the occupying force should be taking care of the people of Gaza, not Hamas. So they make all kinds of excuses, and
I mean, if the Israeli government wants to win the minds of Palestinian civilians, they would actually do more to help the Palestinians and show that they're not looking to kill civilians and just looking to go after Hamas terrorists.
reason is that they want to get the fuel, the resources to fight. And you saw the results of Israel letting down their guard, what happened.
Anna Schechter for us tonight right here on Top Story. Anna, great.